So in my song Millionaire, I talk about God, and a lot of religions call God a he, and when I talk about God I also say he. But in my song Millionaire I say, in the first verse I say, God loves me, yes she does. So the reason why I chose the word she is because God is actually both masculine and feminine. He's both. And for me, when I was writing the song, the word she has both she in and it also has he in if you take the S off. So to me, the word she kind of combines the two anyway, whereas he doesn't have she in. So that's why I chose she, but I didn't want it to come across like I think that God's just a woman, because I do believe that God is both. And so what I have come to learn or experience is that God is basically like bright white magnetic love and light. It's a consciousness, and the creator of all things. We live in God. So there's a Hermetic saying, I think it says, the universe is mental, held in the mind of the all. The all is God. And people have different names for him, and obviously I think it's Muslims call him Allah. And what's quite cool about that word is the word Allah actually has the word all in. It's like all Allah, all A or whatever. So it's quite a cool word. The word God itself as well has G-O-D, and the letters can stand for generator, operator. So it's a maintaining energy, and then D for destroyer. So it's the all, it's everything. And so God, Allah, whatever you want to call the prime creator source, is masculine and feminine, and she is the divine aspect of masculinity and femininity. And so when people do say, oh, they've had an experience with God and God's come to them, a lot of the times they would say he was a masculine energy. And masculine energy is like, it moves forwards, it's like a dominant energy, it kind of like comes to you. Whereas feminine is receptive. So masculine is like a giving and feminine is receiving. So if you imagine the energy, masculine energy goes forward and then feminine energy pulls back. And so when people say they've experienced God and it's like a masculine energy, this is because for God to come to you, it's his masculine energy that comes forth to you, because it's masculine that goes forth. So for him to come to you, it can often come across and feel like a masculine energy. But if you go to God, and people do that through different psychedelics and DMT and things like that, people will then go to God themselves and they'll sense a more feminine energy, because God's feminine side is the side that you go to. The feminine stays, the masculine comes to you, and if you go to them, you make greeted by the feminine, and the feminine is divine love, and the masculine is like divine will. And so if God comes to you, it's the masculine coming to you, so you sense him as a masculine energy. If you go to God, you go up to the receptive feminine energy, but he's both. And so that's just a little schmittle bit about God and Allah and whatever you want to call him. Source, prime creator, the all, the one, the only.